So, hello everyone, how are you? I wish to be okay. Today we're going to do something else. We're going to read from PDF. I did this PDF for my story in Turkey. I went to Turkey recently for a surgery for my eyes. So, I'm going to share the experience with you so we can learn and listen at the same time. And ultimately, we have a vocab session so we can discuss some vocabulary in this episode. And I'm imitating Luke English podcast. You know, the British guy has a YouTube channel. He has a great podcast for learning English. I learned a lot of him. So yeah, I'm imitating him. He made a PDF for each episodes. So we are going to make this PDF and read from it. So yeah, let's start. Hello everyone. Welcome back to Win Win English, your go-to podcast for leveling up your English while having a bit of fun. So I'm going to try my best to make some humor and some jokes here and there to make the episodes more engaging. So I'm Uthman, your host, and today I'm going to share a personal story with you. I recently went back to Antalya. So we're going to pronounce this. We're going to change it to London because I don't like the pronunciation of this word, of this city. So we're going just to imagine that I went to London for my surgery, okay? So I recently went back to London, Turkey, not just for a holiday, but for something a little more eye-opening. Literally, I went there to get laser eye surgery. But here's the twist. I've actually lived in Antalya before. Sorry, I actually lived in London before, and my family still has an apartment there. So this trip felt like coming home. Grab a cup of tea, sit back, and let's dive into the whole experience. Okay, so we're going to start about living in London and how is everything was. So first, let me give you a bit of background. My family and I moved to London when I was younger, and it was one of those places that just sticks with you. So we've got an apartment there, and I've got so many memories tied to that place, long walks along the beach, the bustling markets, and the warm, welcoming vibe of the city. So when I decided to get laser eye surgery, it made perfect sense to go back to London. It wasn't just about the surgery, it was about reconnecting with a place that feels like a second home. So yeah, I think Turkey is a great place to visit. Personally, I went there because of the circumstances that I've been through in my country. So yeah, and I lived amazing days and amazing years in Turkey for my experience. A lot of people maybe going to say that Turkey is not a good place to relocate, but for me it's a great place to visit. Yeah, I think so. So let's continue our story. Returning to London, when I arrived, it was like stepping back in time. Stepping back in time. The palm trees, the sunny weather, the familiar streets, even recognized some of the shopkeepers from years ago. What is that? Shopkeepers, I'm sorry. Even recognized some of the shopkeepers from years ago. There is just something special about returning to a place where you've lived before. I dropped my bags at our apartment, took a deep breath, and thought, yeah, it's got to be back. Yeah, it's great to be back to a place that you've been 4 years and you left. So yeah, it's it's something like feeling amazing feeling when you get back to a place that you um, never never thought that you're going to be back, but you here. So let's continue our story. So here, the day of preparing for the surgery. Now, even though I was back in familiar territory, I still had to focus on the main reason for my visit, the laser eye surgery. So I have a specific reason to get back to the city is to do a laser eye surgery for my eyes because I already wear glasses for I don't know 11 years. Yeah, maybe that. I wear glasses for 11 years, and the day comes finally to just get rid of them. So I spent the first day just settling in, revisiting some of my favorite spots, not sports. Just visiting some of my favorite spots. So spots here means areas or specific like places. Enjoying some Turkish tea and of course mentally preparing myself for the operation. It's funny, no matter how comfortable you are with the place, there is always a little bit of anxiety when you are about to do something big, like surgery. Yeah, I was in a middle of anxiety and thinking, a lot of thinking, oh, what I'm going to do, how is everything going to be, like everything going to be alright? Is everything going to be bad? I don't know. So like this is my first time to do a specific surgery. So some worries. I was anxious about this situation. So yeah. So we finally get to the hospital experience. So the next day it was time to head to the hospital. I've got to say the healthcare in London is top notch. The hospital was modern, clean, and the staff were incredibly professional. So they did all the preliminary tests, the usual eye scans, vision checks, the works. It all felt very high tech and reassuring. The doctor walked me through the procedure and I felt pretty confident. No, I'm not. I wasn't confident. Um, I wasn't, yeah. I was nervous a lot. So, until I sat in the chair and realized, wait, they are really they are really going to shoot laser into my eyes. Yeah, yeah, they already did. But hey, if there is one place I trust for this kind of thing, it's London. No, I wasn't. I just was like the speech of the doctor was so reassuring. So I just said to myself, yeah, okay, let's do it. He's confident. So yeah, I did it. So the surgery. So there I was, lying down, staring up at this giant machine. They put in some numbing drops. These are drops that they're going to put in your eyes. It's going to burn you a little bit, but it's okay. Told me to look at a light, and then zap. it was over in minutes. Yeah, it's amazing how quick and painless it was. The only weird part was the smell, like something burning. Yeah, I felt something burning, and the doctor was saying, "That's okay, everything going to be okay, don't worry." So I just, that's reassuring. When the doctor said, we finished with the first eye, so I was happy and like no pain. That's amazing. But it's just your eye being reshaped by laser. It sounds scary, but honestly, it was fine. And before I knew it, I was done. I put on my sunglasses and felt like a VIP leaving the hospital. Someone wearing sunglasses, and walking around the street for the first time in his life. So it's something like, a gangman. Yeah. So, Recovering in London was actually pretty nice. I mean, if you were going to be stuck indoors for a day, why not to do it in a place you love, right? I spent the first evening at the apartment just taking it easy, using my eye drops and resting. So the next day, when I finally stepped outside, it was like seeing London in high definition. High definition here is mean very clear. So the colors were brighter, everything was sharper, it was incredible. I took a walk down to the beach, sat on sat on a beach. It felt like seeing my old home through new eyes, literally. So I didn't went to the beach. I just lost, and I just like went to another train, and it took me to another part of the city. So yeah, I didn't went there for my own. So, reflecting on the experience, being in London, recovering from the surgery, and revisiting all these places I used to know well, made me realize how much I'd miss it. The surgery was just an excuse to come back, really, and if there is one thing I've learned, it is that sometimes you need to go back to where you come from. No, this is not where I'm come from. I'm from Iraq. So ChatGPT did something wrong here. To move forward, whether that's fixing your vision or just reconnecting with a part of yourself. London will always have a special place in my heart. It will. And now, thanks to the surgery, I get to see it all clearly. So, alright, folks, that's all for today's episode. I hope you enjoy this little journey back to London with me. Whether it's about eye surgery or just revisiting an old home, it's all part of the adventure. Thanks for listening, and don't forget to subscribe to Win Win English for more stories, lessons, and some laughs along the way. Until next time, take care, keep exploring, and maybe, just maybe, take a trip back to somewhere that means something to you, and see you soon. So, we have the section that everyone loves, vocabulary and phrases. So the first vocab we have is eye-opening, meaning something surprising or outlining. No, this is not outlining. Enlightening, something surprising or enlightening. We have a sentence I already said in the what does that mean? I already said in the story, visiting the hospital was an eye-opening experience. It's very surprising experience. So, high tech, high tech, meaning involving advanced technology. The sentence, the hospital used high tech equipment during my surgery. the hospital used high-tech equipment during my surgery. So the third word is reassuring. Reassuring meaning making someone feel less worried. The sentence, the doctor's calm explanation was very reassuring. So if someone told you that everything's going to be fine, don't worry. So that sounds to be reassuring. He's he's do his best to make you feel fine. So that's reassuring. So the fourth is numbing drops. Numbing drops. I don't think you're going to use it in your life, this word. So meaning liquid medicine that makes the area feel numb or without sensation. The sentence, they put numbing drops in my eyes before the surgery. Yeah, it burns. It very burns. High definition, HD. No, don't worry about that. Just high definition. We said it means clear, meaning very clear and detailed. The sentence, after the surgery, everything looked like high definition. Yeah, HD, the HD vision of YouTube. This is the high definition. So we have the five. The five word is reconnect, meaning to get in touch with something or someone again. So we have the sentence, going back to London helped me reconnect with my memories. Yeah, reconnecting with your memories is something very special. And you need to do that every day, reconnecting with your memories to just not forget them. So, laser eye surgery is the crucial part of our story, meaning a medical procedure that uses laser to correct visions. And people who wear glasses, they do this all the time. The sentence, I traveled to London for laser eye surgery. So, take it easy, relax or not stress too much. After the surgery, I decided to take it easy at home. Step back in time. Step back in time here, like in French, they saying déjà vu, the déjà vu, when you see something or like you have some feelings like you already see this before. You already saw this before, not see this before. Yeah, this is the déjà vu, step back in time. Feeling like you were experiencing the past again. Visiting my old neighborhood felt like stepping back in time. Top notch. Top notch, meaning of the highest quality. Sentence, the hospital in London was top notch. Yeah, amazing. So let's just make the outro again so we can, yeah. Some laughs along the way. Until next time, take care, keep exploring, and maybe, just maybe, take a trip back to somewhere that means something to you, and see you soon. Yeah, this is our story and our episode for today's. So, yeah, keep tracking, keep tuning for more episodes. I'm going to do them because it's very useful for me. I'm speaking and you are listening. It's a win-win. So yeah, take care of you and see you. Bye bye.